Hello, welcome to Train Simulator Classic. A classic, I'm sure you'll agree. So, as you may or may not know, I've been in an effort to go through all of the different DLCs that I've picked up over the years, some of which I've only barely played with. I've started going through all of the locomotives in career mode, and I may need to go into standard as well at some point to see if, because not all locomotives have career scenarios. Maybe I need to go into quick drive as well to check some, but I've been going through them in career mode for now. And we've done these up until Union of South Africa, which we did last time. Oh, hello, Abastro916. Hello, favorite inventor of the wax candle shadow dice. Ah, yes. As opposed to all of the other inventors of the wax candle. Although, to be fair, I suppose wax candles may have been invented multiple times on different... that's actually quite interesting. I'm on time as ever. How are we doing? We're doing well, we're just starting the stream. Hello, yes. So we did this one last time. So the next one on the list would be the AC4400 CW. Now this one is for the Tehachapi Pass, which I have already played. And even though this is quite a nice route, the shorter of the two scenarios is over an hour, and I'd really rather play either something new or something a bit more exciting. So I'll tick that one off as well. So then we'll go to the next page, and we got this one, the Amtrak ACS64. Now, slight issue with this one. This only has scenarios for the Washington to Baltimore route, which at one point on the route, it just completely crashes the game or the virtual machine, I don't remember which. So on my computer with the virtual machine, this route does not work. At one point, it just completely crashes, which means, yeah, close the virtual machine, yeah. So either I'd have to use this locomotive in quick drive, or just skip it. But the thing is, I don't want to really go over to quick drive currently and then go back and forth. So I think we'll save this for later, if and when we do go over to quick drive. So then we'll go to the next one, which is this one, the AEM-7 Amtrak 5. And we'll see if there is a short scenario here. Now, this is for the Northeast Corridor, the old one. Not a terribly exciting route, but I do want to play the locomotive. So I think we'll do this scenario. And then after that, we'll see how much time we've got left with performance and things like that. Because I do actually like this locomotive, even though it has a fairly sizable view blocker. We're driving a toaster. Oh, schools class, interesting. Same with Semmeringbahn and West Somerset Railway, yeah. Does it have standard scenarios? If it does, they would likely still be for the Washington-Baltimore route. Because that's the route that it comes with, and it's rare that a locomotive that comes with a route has sessions for a different route. The American... yeah? The engine's actually Swedish. Yeah, I know. Before they used that one, they tried French electric as well, I think. And even though it performed well, the locomotive wasn't built for the comparatively poor track quality in the US as compared to the then French network. And so the suspension of the locomotive and all that really wasn't ideal for that. So they decided to go with the toaster instead. Amichu? Hello? Amichu, hello. Have a fun stream. I hope your legs aren't looking from all the walking. Nah. I've walked longer in one go. Hey, OG, Invader, quick, hide! Invader, rather. Good morning, engineer. Your train is due to leave from Trenton at 7:05, behind the late-running service just pulling in to your right. Yes, that one on the left. You will be making 2 station stops along the way. The service would normally go all the way to New York, but an infrastructure failure between Trenton and Hamilton will see it terminating at Trenton today. Be sure to observe signals and track speed limits. Yes, good. So, I'll just quickly enable the HUD. 1 second, there we go. Do we need to load here? Yes. So, we're currently in Train Simulator. We're in America, on the East Coast, in Philadelphia, which is south of New York. And we're driving this electric locomotive with a passenger train, and the locomotive design is from Sweden originally. And, yeah. This does not have passenger view, unfortunately. If we go inside, you can see this is what it looks like. We've got quite a large box in front of us. But other than that, I do actually quite like the locomotive design. Okay. By the way, how are you, Amichu? How was the structure that is partially on the water? Right, so next we need to go to North Philadelphia and load passengers there. I don't know what the signal in front of us is. Let's enable the bell. Right, and Albastro, how are you? Look, the people have their feet on the floor. Is that signal on the left for us? I do believe that it might be. Tired. Very sleepy. Too warm. I want the rain. Well, rain is nice, and I do like rain. However, if you want to walk coast paths and stuff like that, then you really want the ground to be as dry as possible, because anything being even remotely slippery when you're climbing up like 45 to 50 degree slopes on the coast, on the cliffs, yeah, you really want it to be as smooth as possible. Now my question here is the signal repeater on the left. Is this... Yeah, I think that this is repeating the last signal I just went past, not telling me what the next signal is. So it looks like our next signal is red. Yeah, and that's denied. So although I think that's just cleared to approach restricting or restricting approach, one of those, I think. Or I suppose limited. Yeah, I didn't catch up on my American signals. I know that the bottom signal, I think it's flashing, or is that limited? I think if it's flashing, it's limited, and the yellow means that the next one's red. So I think we can continue at limited speed, which I think is 30 miles per hour, and be prepared to stop at the next signal, I think. By the way, this is what the locomotive looks like from the outside again, now that we're no longer in the station. Electric, yes. With headlights as well. Well, the toaster's visibility is better than a kettle. And if you zoom in like this and drive like that, it's really not that bad. I'm alright, thanks. Not done anything other than work today. Well, you're doing a bit of recreational activity now by watching the stream. I'm sure that local flora would not disagree with that. Oh yeah, I mean, for plants, of course, the rain is important. Have you tried, and hear me out, sleeping? Okay, the next signal is... Actually, does this have... I don't think this has cruise control. Or speed set. Nah. Even though it does have the indicator here. Actually, can I? Ooh, maybe I can. Does that work? Huh. I can turn it, but I don't think I can turn it on, which is unfortunate. Look, as we're coming out of Philadelphia, got a highway to the right, and this actually reminds me a lot of that bit on Plymouth, by Plymouth where the Gold Bus used to go. It looks quite similar in some regards. Need to apply a little bit of power. Yeah, this locomotive is... its quality is alright. It isn't the highest, but then again it is quite an old DLC, because, like for example the horn, if you press it once, it's like a fixed length. The coaches don't have interior views or anything like that, and the texture quality isn't the highest if you look down here, for example, but it's still enjoyable to drive, I think. Okay, I like rain walking, very relaxing. Well, yes, walking in the rain is very nice, but if you're walking on coastal paths and it's basically just dried mud, then if it's raining, then it's not dried mud, it's just mud. And then it very quickly becomes a slip and slide when you're climbing steep hills. It is, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, if you're walking on flat ground and or like paved ground, then that's fine. How about this? Sleepwalking in the rain. Also, there is a 60 coming up after the next signal, which should be good. Well, sleepers for the week. I suppose that's technically true, because if your energy is so drained that you are weak, then you should probably sleep to regain some of that energy. So, yeah, that's true. While also singing. I'm singing in the rain, yeah? Providing you're not carrying all of your stuff in pitch black winter. Okay. I think that tells me we're approaching a speed restriction. Yes? Like, we can continue, but I think that being yellow means that this one applies at the next signal, which I think the flashing green means flashing it's limited, and green means it's clear also, I think. It's been literally years since I researched how the signal aspects work on the Northeast Corridor. Maybe we can get a nice screenshot here. The last time I drove on this route was with the GG1. Is that okay? That's okay. Yeah, right, because we've got a 45 speed limit instead of the 60, which we should have before. So I think limited on this is 45, and medium is 30. That would make sense, I think. And then it goes up to 90 after this. Sure to keep in the speed limit. Right. Then I should be a heavyweight champion. True. Yay, we've got a speed limit of 90, let's go! Full acceleration. Although I do quite like the sounds of this locomotive as well. Okay, we're really getting up to speed, but North Philadelphia is about 1.5 miles away. So even though we are getting up to speed, and this is shaking a worryingly high amount, but I think it should be fine. I'll idle the throttle here, since we've just about reached 90, and since we're about a mile off, apply some brakes. It's been a while since I last drove this locomotive, so I don't really know how effective the train brakes are on this. So I'll be a little bit more cautious than I perhaps otherwise would be. But we'll see how it goes. I'll read chat when we're stopped at North Philadelphia, which is just around the corner, basically. Yeah, I can see the platform back there. Yeah, I should have slowed down a little bit later. But that's okay. We may end up being slightly late due to this, but it's my first attempt at driving this locomotive in years. Okay, let's just wait until the entire train's on. And let's brake. I'll put the brakes into about 77%, full service. Should be enough to bring us to a nice stop at the platform. And doors open. Might be able to get a nice thumbnail here as well. Ooh, maybe like that. That looks nice. Anyway, time to read chat. Right. For some reason Twitch doesn't like to quote even when I tell it to. I'm a plant, then a lovely sunflower. Yep, there's the string title. Crossed out lovely. No. Oh, and we're on time. We didn't lose any points. You were hiding that exceptionally well. Ironically, playing a new Minecraft world and I've spawned by a bunch of sunflowers. Amazing. Without me. Aw, just out of curiosity, is it with monsters? No, it's peaceful. Played with monsters yesterday. Got a story to tell her tomorrow about them dang zombies. Well? Well, they're bound to cause trouble if you let them into your world. If you don't sleep, you will be the zombie. Ah, yeah. Or, if you're thinking about the invasion of the body snatchers, then if you sleep, you'll become the clone, the pod clone. I don't mind any of the monsters apart from creepers. Those just ruin the fun for me. Though I find it can be nicer without, so you can actually get things done. Indeed, that truck clipped through the bridge. Spawned in a flower biome, heck yeah. Aww. Yay. Speaking of zombies, about 10 years ago there were 2 scenario packs for pack DLCs for this game, Train Simulator, called Trains vs. Zombies. The first pack had scenarios for the Oxford, Reading, Slough, London, Paddington route, and second pack had scenarios for this route. Long since removed from the Steam though. Slough! Fitting for zombies. Not got them myself, as I only got the game around 2016. You tell them, Shout Ice. No sleep, no zombies. Woo! And let's continue. Let's just, yeah, there we go. Speed limit 75, going up to 80. Ooh, actually, Emichu, so yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday, Kang and I managed to not only see, but also film the A4 Pacific that came down here, the locomotive. It was Sir Nigel Gresley. You know, like Mallard or Spencer from Thomas the Tank Engine, one of the streamlined ones. It's quite rare to see, but it came down here and we managed to film some clips of it. Although I did have to do quite a bit of running to get into the right positions for it, because it was a bit early. Okay, the speed limit's going to go up to 110, which is... I'm not sure if that's the highest it'll go, but we'll see. Ooh, I'm speeding. Sorry. I forgot I was looking at chat. Reduce speed. And there we go. Unfortunate. Oh, and there's a... Okay, yeah, and it's going down to 50 after the 110. So... Although we've got a clear signal, that's good. Yeah, so we can... I mean, I can accelerate a bit, but I don't know to what extent that'll be useful. Considering we've actually got to slow down quite a lot. Yeah, I'll idle it here, and then start slowing down soon. Like now. Let's try 60% throttle. Sorry, brake. That is quite effective at slowing us down. Perhaps a bit too effective. Let's reduce it to 43%. We've only got another 7 miles per hour to slow down. 20... Yeah, there we go. I can release the brakes now, because the brakes will also take time to release. And I think we're probably... Is it because of the curve up ahead that we're slowing down, or are we switching tracks? We'll see. Actually, how about sleeping, but having a head-mounted GoPro strapped to your head, plugged into a wall socket recording? And live streaming that? Not a great idea, I think. Also, this route does feature super elevation. So, in this curve, for example, the tracks are actually tilted, so that it's more comfortable for passengers to ride along. You can see how the train's tilted. Or if you look out the window in front, you can see how the world's slightly tilted. Emichu, you should prepare me a nice birthday present for tomorrow, as it'll be my birthday. Kiss kiss. I see. I verbally said yes, haha. Alright, when I... Yeah, when I said, oh, yeah, I see. That is a clear sign that you are indeed tired. In the morning, reviewing the recording. Ah, so that's where I became a zombie. Okay, I'm accelerating back up to 50, and then we've got 100 coming up, and we've got just about 8.5 miles till our next stop, which is Cornwall Heights. We should be able to get up to quite a nice speed on that. So full throttle it, go! You can even stick your head out the window if you were so inclined. Right. Oh, I saw your announcement video about the D&D stream. Yes. Ah, lovely. Oh, did you? So you mean the one where I mentioned the A4? Oh yeah, this one. So Nigel Gresley. And I will edit the D&D. Well, I'll edit the rail fanning video, which is going to be comprised of quite a few separate rail fanning sessions of different locomotives, but that will also have the A4 in it, along with some other goodies, and that will be uploaded at some point in the near future. Eyes on the tracks. Well, really more eyes on the little number in the bottom left, because you see This little number there, the top number is my current speed in miles per hour. The bottom number is the speed limit, the track speed limit. And then down here you can see that at the bottom is my train. The number below it is the gradient. These are signals, and the number above them is how far away they are. So for example, this signal here is 1.6 miles away, getting closer, but it doesn't actually tell me what the aspect of the signal is. Like, it doesn't tell me whether I can go through it or not. I'll actually have to look at the physical signal in the game world for that. Also, let's have a look as we rocket past over here. So here we come. Very nice. Although, last time, I did actually go faster in the A4 that I drove, which is the Union of South Africa. I think I managed 120.7 miles per hour or something like that, I think. Looked like it does in the header image. Okay, we're keeping speed quite nicely-ish. And did you watch the others? That's a trick question, I mean, too. 81 in an 80. 400 points from Gryffindor. Yeah. Oh, look, we've got a... Oh, 45? I did not see the signal. Sorry, I should have been paying attention. Temporary speed restriction. Yeah, that's a... Yeah. Are we switching Oh, yeah, it's because we're switching lanes here. Ah, that's unfortunate. There go all my points. I should have been actually looking at the signals. Oh well. That little warning noise sounds like a terrain, pull up. It does a bit. It's this thing up there. The alert indicator. No, contrary to popular belief, blue, I ain't a cheater. It does. No, contrary to popular belief, blue ain't a cheater. Haha. OMG, I went to quote, why doesn't it... Grrr? I don't know. Hey, I play fair and square. Now put me on top of Mr. W's tower and I might not play nicely, but I play fair. Yeah, I really do need to pay attention. And I didn't see the in-cab signal repeater either, the in-cab signaling, because I was so zoomed in. Yeah, it's an 80 coming up. And the next signal is clear. Are you watching on mobile? Maybe it's an error in the app? No idea. Never tried it. Okay, I'll reduce throttle now. Actually, that's a flashing yellow because of the speed restriction. Yeah, it's a C. Well, actually, that's a 45 coming up. Is that 45 at the next signal? I'm assuming that is the case. I mean, now that since we've already lost so many points, I guess we can experiment anyway. No, on the webpage. I guess it's just me really pressing enter and that confuses it. I don't know. That's something to consider. If you streamed whilst you slept and you sleep, talked, something, not good, could you still be held accountable? I would say yes, because you chose to live stream yourself talking with the knowledge that you would not be in control of what you said. So it was still a conscious decision on your part. So I would still say that you would be responsible for the consequences. Now, if it was an accident, if you fell asleep and you just kept recording or streaming by accident and then you say something that would be not good, then I would say no. Because well, it was just an accident. Okay, Cornwall Heights, sorry. Oh, let's see, about the speed thing. Is this restriction going to come into play at this signal? No. Then what was that 45 about? Or was that from the previous signal? I don't know. I really didn't know. I really didn't know what I would be driving today, so I didn't really have any opportunity to research before. Oh no, imagine that. Singing copyrighted songs in your sleep while live streaming. Carmel Heights, track 1. Let's start slowing down a bit more. Alright. Try it out. Try it and find out. I didn't quote again. Maybe it's just it just doesn't like Amichu. That's your excuse for everything. And sleep dancing around on the living room table. Same, to be honest. I suppose they couldn't be certain that you were conscious while saying those things, so I really don't know. Maybe I need to actually concentrate on stopping here. Well, the good news with the speeding, we are actually a little early. And brakes. Now that's what I call a precise stop. Look. Look at how precise that is. And in the back. Look! Even the back door is open. That's a really nice stop. Yeah. Actually, not exactly sure the specific laws of that. Maybe there may be. Yeah. Put the signal enforced speeds on the HUD. How? There are all my points. Oh, and there goes my career. Yeah, but I suppose. Oh look, there's a switcher doing some work like that. I suppose it might be good to have it as a toggle, to have the, like, if you could customize the bottom to show certain things, including the signal enforced speed limits, but because I do get that you might want to play without them, so you actually have to pay attention to the signals, aside from just whether you can go or not. Speaking of being able to go, let's go. Sander. Just in case, I don't want any wheel slip. Okay. Next station is Trenton, track 1. That's 15 miles-ish. Put the signal enforced speeds on the HUD. Why have they not figured this out yet? No idea. We should ask Carr from D&D. He seems to have a law degree. Hahaha. Car. Haha. 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 Okay. Sure, there's maybe 45 for the diverging track. Yes, it was for the diverging track for the crossover to the other track. And the signals did warn me of that. I just didn't look at them because I was looking at chat, and I didn't see the in-cab signaling because I was too zoomed in. Car. Haha. Oh wait, Jamie did actually design it like that. Yeah. Well, it was Carl. Why are the carriages like baked bean cans? Well, these are just Amtrak coaches. I forget what the specific name for them is. I did know that at one point, but not anymore. Also, if at all, I'd imagine it would have been car. And the blue one. Found diamonds! Ah! Are you playing a Java edition world or are you playing Bedrock? Yaris verso. Woo! Spawned diamonds. Haha, cheater. Where? Never knew they put diamonds in toasters these days. Observerso. Remember that? I do. The fictional one I designed back in 2019. Oh no! It was Violo. What was it? Bedrock. Ah, I see. Are you currently playing with or without monsters turned on? Yeah, I remember that bus. I remember it. Ooh, what did that signal say? I think it said clear. Without. Peaceful. Ah, do you mean without peaceful or without peaceful? Shadows. We already answered that one. As I said, zombie round tomorrow. Good. I hope you mean a rant about zombies, not a rant as a zombie. Because that would not be very coherent, I would assume. Also look, we've got an actual caboose still on the right there. That's a rare thing to see in this sort of day and age. Huh. We've got 11 miles to go. Right. Hey, why not both? Get your Zombo translator out. And yes, I meant Zombu. Alright, get your Zombu translator. Oh, Zombu. I see. I am assuming your rant will include a recount of a jump scare. What's the signal? That is a clear. Good. I think my Discord VC output is buggered again, so I need to try and fix that tomorrow. I still want to try input. Yeah? Maybe you can... you can try getting in touch with Discord support. Even if you think that maybe they're not going to be very helpful, you can still try. No! I lost a villager. Sigh. It wasn't nice. Sub. Yeah, well, if you're... The thing is, if you're playing in either easy or normal mode, then if a zombie attacks a villager... In easy mode, I think it kills it 100% of the time. In normal mode, there's a chance that it will turn the villager into a zombie villager, allowing you to potentially heal it or convert it back to normal to cure it. But if you play in hard mode, then there's a 100% chance that the villager will be transformed into a zombie villager, which means that it won't actually die. So you can then still have the opportunity to turn it back into a normal villager. Which means it's actually a bit easier in that regard if you're playing in hard mode. Although, that being said, monsters do deal more damage in hard mode, and spiders can have potion effects, like invisibility, for example. Yeah, I think it's more a PC issue, though, to be honest. Looks fine on my laptop. Right. Assuming Obastramel 6, you check the sound devices in the settings. Yes, I can get either input or output working, but not both. Like, does Windows have... Like, I know that on Mac you have a MIDI manager where you can make sound... audio devices, sorry. And you can mix those the inputs and outputs together there, and then have that be your input or output. Does Windows have something similar, perhaps? I've just got support thread pinned on my browser with people with the same issue. And is that a current thread, or when was the last time that was pinged? At the moment it's only accepting mono on my headphones. That sounds horrific. Like a really bad phone call. Ah. Not very good for playing video games, first-person video games. Another diamond. Nice. The thread is a year old, I think, but is identical to my issue. Yeah, but when was the last time that it got updated? Like that someone posted something on the thread? Blue. I am in agony. My PC is dying. Me. Woo! To my knowledge, you can't make virtual sound outputs without third-party apps, e.g. virtual audio cable. I see. Okay, we're just about 5¼ miles out from our final destination. Dun 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 dun! No change then, Jamie. Lapis! Ah! What a cave! I don't suppose that Lapis was in an ore deposit vein, anything like that. I will figure out a fix sometime. Yeah, no rush. It's completely up to you. What you would like whenever you have the time, whatever is good for you, of course. Not even with a treasure map or deposit map. We can try that tacky mic I have, but we should do that off stream. Probably a good idea. Okay, speed limit going down to 80. Let's have a look at what the next signal is telling us aspect-wise. Another diamond! All in all seriousness, Blue, if you need help, let us know. Yeah, I don't know that I'll be able to have much time to offer technical support, especially since I also don't have really a lot of technical knowledge about Windows. But Emichu is a pro on Windows technical issues, especially about reading and writing certain file formats that should really work on every computer, because they are industry standards for a lot of industries. Yeah, so I'd ask Emichu for help. Okay, 2.5 miles away from our destination. Right. Help towards what? Oh, thank you, though. Let us know how. Can't speak. Or can speak, but not listen. Good point. Okay, there's a 65 coming up, and then a 30, and then wait for the platform. I should share this. Yeah, I can't read that out at the moment. I'll quickly save, just in case. Hey, we might just end up with a few positive points after all. If we end up being on time. Yes, I'm going to brake aiming for the 30 at the latest, because we've got to stop at the station, not break the speed limit, but actually stop. Okay, passing the 65. Gonna slow down for the 30. And then gonna be slowing down to stop, of course, as well. I might have left that a little bit late, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I left that a bit late. Oh no! Well, at least we'll be coming in early. I think we should still have a few... Ooh, although maybe not. If it's 250 points, then we might still be on negative. We'll see. Yeah, if it's 250 points, then we should still be in the negative. So that's all good then. Right, text. Kagafanga says, at MHUX, at XMHX, 1300 to 1640. Meeting with groceries, god of groceries. 1640 to 1655, snack break. 17 to 1830, virtual reality aeronautics class and sewer exploration. 1830 to 1900, sorting pigs pre-stream. 1900 to 2000, vocal warm-ups for zombie voice. 2000 to 2300, MC stream with zombie rant. 2300 to 2330, sorting pigs post stream. 2330 to 326, snack break. 330 to 526, working on animatic. Yeah, 250 points. If I hadn't accidentally... well done. Haha. Yeah, but if I hadn't accidentally broken that last speed limit, we should have had a few positive points, but that's okay. Maybe I'll still get a check mark, who knows. Celebrate? If I do get it working, or an alternative working, I will need to be on PTT though. Just if someone walks in the room or shouts up the stairs, etc. Push to talk. Let's have a look. Did we get... oh yeah, we... Wait, is this the one I was driving? I thought I was driving... Oh, maybe I already had a star. Okay, well we've got 12 minutes left.